Hello everyone, Only 4 here, and in the previous tutorial I will show you guys how to make this chassis drivable. And now what I'm gonna be doing is show you a way you could just script the chassis so it could just weld itself instead of having to manually weld it. So first off, I think I'm just going to let me just quickly check on the script, just make sure everything's fine. Yep, so far everything's good. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder. This one is just going to be a place for us to weld the objects. So I could just name this welder. So any part we add into this folder will just be welded to this part here, the base. So I'll just add in this part for now. This will just be our wall. I'll just do that for the other side. I'll just duplicate it. Oh wait, actually, that's not what I wanted to do. Case, I'm going to select the part. I'm going to duplicate it, just move over here. And then I could just scale these two up a bit. Change color. I want to change color of this one. So yeah, now we got our two walls here. And what we can do is thank you guys so much for supporting me, and I wanted to let you guys know that I do have a Patreon account. If you guys do want to support me on Patreon, then there'll be a link down in the description below. I'm not sure what I would do for paid membership just yet, so it's going to make a community tab. Ask you guys on what you may possibly want on there. Anyways, let's head back to the video. We can just add the script. And now just get the folder of this welder. So we'll do local welder is equal to script.parent.welder. And now that we got our welder, we can just do a for loop. So I'll just do for I, V, and pairs. I'll just put them welder in there. I'll get the children of them. By using out children, we're getting these two parts. And now that we did that, I'm just going to do if V is a base part. Because what I want to do is I want to check to make sure that these ones are base parts for the class name. If you go to class name, this one, even though this has part on it, that one also is called the base part for it. And then you can also do for V is a mesh part if you do have that in the welder, because you probably want to have those welded. Then what we can do is we can create a new instance of the weld. So we just do local weld is equal to instance.new weld, and we'll just do weld dot part 0. We're going to set it to the base over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create a variable up there just to get the base of that. So I'll just do script local base is equal to script dot parent dot base. So we'll set that one to base. And then we'll just do weld part 1 Well, actually, I think that was the other way around. So base would actually go to part 1, and then we can also set for part 0, set this to itself for B. Although, now that I think about it, we would actually need to just anchor just everything, just make sure we can have it welded. So I'm just going to quickly just anchor this. So I just selected the bus. I'm just going to anchor that, just like so. So I'm just going to get the group called bus. So just do local bus is equal to script dot parent. So pretty much here, after it welds everything from welder, we can just work on unanchoring everything else. So I'll just do for I am hard. This one for I, it will kind of just give you the number of the part, and then it will give you what part it is. So just do for I part. You can just pretty much do any variables for them in pairs. I'll just put in bus. Oh, sorry about that. Get descendants. Do. And pretty much I'm going to anchor anything that is a base part for its class name or a mesh part. So for here we can just do if part is a base part or part is a mesh part, then oh yeah, and I guess I can also just add in the mesh part also to bus, because if you check in class name, this one will be a mesh part. And since this has mesh part, it'll be true and it'll be able to go through the if statement. So now we can say part dot anchor is equal to false. So now if we go ahead and just test this, as you can see, battery did not weld that. And let me just check if I have an error. Oh. Okay. Oh, actually, now I see. So pretty much, I actually forgot to parent the weld to the part. So just do weld.parent is equal to B. That'll just be the part here. After that happens, then we're good. I'll just also put the mesh part in there for welder actually. So now if we go ahead. Oh. Okay, if we check, it did weld it. Oh, actually, I meant to say weld constraint, not weld, that's my bad. I haven't actually used weld strength. Weld in a while, so I will need to check up on that. But I can see the parts are welded to it. We got the weld constraint. It added part 0. So this is where I don't know if I'm just saying this correctly, because this is just coming from my own experience, but you just put part 0 to the part that you want this to be welded, and for part 1 you just put it to the other part that you're going to have the part welded to. If that makes sense. But anyways, I hope this tutorial helped you out. But although the reason why the bus is kind of shaking like this is if I go to the property, we kind of have like can collide on. Plus also for the springs, we would need to adjust. I would need to check on it actually. I think it was adjust. Now, I actually kind of forgot what I wanted to say for the springs, but let me just check. If I were to go ahead and use spring constraints, because I want to see if I can just quickly kind of stabilize this, if I can. So damping, if we maybe bring that to 10,000, nope. That's way too far. Okay, so we go spring constraint. Let me see if I maybe increase this to 1,000. No. 5,000 just sense of flying. Did I have this one actually massless? Maybe? Let me just check if I have this massless. Nope, it does have mass. Let me just check maybe massless off. So yeah, after I just click on massless here, it just brought the mass to 0, so now it's not shaking the bus violently. Well, the chassis violently, so that's good. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial and found it useful, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.